Good afternoon. Once again, Brian with Grand Roofing. We're going to try to keep it toned down just a little bit because there's people in the area. Today is, March 15th. It's Friday, March 15th. We got hit by a hailstorm yesterday. This, folks, is not from me, but we're going to look at it. So I'm the third one here. I got a phone call this morning getting this worked in. First company, door knocking. I'm not hating on door knockers, so I want to get that out of the way real quick. This is intended for the homeowners out there that might be doing their due diligence and finding videos like this to just learn some things, and it might save you a possible headache. I'm not saying all storm restoration guys, all subcontractors, all hail restoration, door knocker, canvas, whatever you want to call it, that they're all bad, but this is something that could be a little bit of a red flag alert. All right, so first guy shows up. I believe he marked this up, and I want to be cautious because there's other guys canvassing the neighborhood. Let's switch this around, see if we can learn something, and if you can on the way in, it'd really mean a lot to me. All right, so let me just cover some basics here real quick. Facts. We had a hailstorm move through about 6:30 yesterday. Yeah, we had some decent hail. Some areas got hit, localized areas, pretty good sized hail. Now, a couple things real quick, some facts. If it's an oxidized asphalt shingle, it's gonna not hold up as good as, say, a SBS polymer modified. What happens to a shingle when it gets hit by hail? Not necessarily gonna cause a leak unless it's pretty damn bad. But what happens is your insurance policy is to protect your car, your house, whatever, from loss. If a hailstone hits this and knocks granules off, it's in a sense damaged. Not that it'll leak right now, down the road. The sun, UV rays, you can see it out here somewhere there, which, by the way, the solar eclipse is coming up here soon. Check it out. I think April 8th. All right, back to the video. It hits this, granules come off, those sun rays break the asphalt down, decays the roof faster, just not going to last like it should. That's what your insurance policy is supposed to do, is step up. Now, the problem is when you get these hailstorms and there's software companies out there and you get salesmen that are blood hungry, they want that money, and they go out door knocking because they don't have a reputation. They haven't spent the time building a reputation. Not all of them are bad. I want to reiterate that because some of you guys out there follow me, and kudos to you for learning. All right, don't just get out there chasing the dollar and you're ripping people off, because it will hurt you in the long run. For those of you that want to learn, the reason I got inspired to do this video is because I want to show something over here that's not hail, and you homeowners might be able to learn something out of this. So SBS polymer modified is more elastic. It's going to hold up better. The granules aren't going to get knocked off. In rare or in more severe cases, it'll actually smash the shingle, fracture the fiberglass, can cause leaks. Various different products out there outside the scope of this video. So there wasn't a huge significant hailstorm in this general area in regards to the size of the hail. It was long, I think a little further that direction. They got much bigger, just annihilated cars and windows. Let's look at this. So as I said, the first guy came and looked at this, and I don't see anything anywhere. I don't see soft metal. I see spatter down on the garage door, gutters, downspouts, not bad. Roof's new. By the way, I want to point out something too with a shingle that's asphalt, oxidized asphalt. When it's new or newer, it's going to hold up a lot better. It's when they start drying out, the oils, they're more susceptible to hail damage. Now, I want to show you what some contractor chalked up here. Here's his test area. It's only on one facet. This is also the north facet, facing north. It's not even the direction the storm came. So if you look on the side where the storm hit, you would have seen more and consistent. So first off, northwest. It's the north slope, not northwest. I mean, west is due that direction. I almost said due north, but west. Hail, 8+. So in a 10-foot wide by 10-foot tall, you're going to start your little test area, and you're going to look for hail. Some insurance companies have different amounts of hail they need, but what we see obviously is 8+. So let's count them out: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this 10. So they just put 8+. But I want to cover what they're covering here. So with hail, in severe cases, it's pretty obvious. Let me change lens here. Go in one. So there's a very small blemish right here, a couple granules missing. Again, some facts here. Insurance guys, ladder assist, Hague certified, they're looking for certain things. Is it mechanical wear? Is it people walking on the roof? Is it manufactured damage by, say, a hammer? Is it blistering? We can show you blistering up here. These are just some things to be aware of. And when a guy knocks on your door, could be a red flag. When they want you to sign something, could be a red flag. Don't be tempted. Don't feel rushed. If they offer you a good deal, if you act today, or if they're not willing to just give you a free retail estimate, probably a reason. Again, not always, but just ask yourself that. Don't be rushed. Do your due diligence, dig into them, look up Google reviews, look up reviews of different platforms, kind of compare, and see if they're legitimate too. If they got the same last name, might be a bit of a red flag. Let's back to the damage. Here's another one. Try to hold the camera still so it can focus on this here. So I see a little bit. Now, hail, if it's perfectly symmetrical, probably hammer smashed it. Hail damage is not necessarily just going to knock the granules out, but mash them down into. I mean, it can cause different damage. Could that be? It'd be very minor, but yeah, it doesn't look like manufactured. I don't really see a whole lot there. That one, yeah, maybe. I don't see. So I want to also talk about when you're up on a roof walking, typically the areas that are going to get the most damage is where, say, a boot comes in contact, where these high corners are. All right, so your foot's resting across this. In that area, it's usually not going to smash. So if you're seeing, I mean, this is a newer roof. I really can't show you. Like right here, this is probably where an installer standing on it, or anyone up here, hell, even the guy up here this morning could have caused some of that. So you're looking for a not perfect, round, symmetrical. You're not looking to see if they're just lifted. Let me show you, like right here. All right, so that definitely not hail. That's blistering. That's where even the asphalt has separated off of the fiberglass. What you're looking for is a smashed in area where the granules are pushed into the mat. It's not perfectly symmetrical. It's semi-symmetrical. It can be kind of random. I just don't have a whole lot of time to go into it. Honestly, I really just don't have a lot of good true hail to show you here on this. It just, to me, this is more of somebody trying to get a roof bought and pocket some money. I mean, if you look at other sections, I'll go real slow and just see if you guys see anything. If you do, comment down below and timestamp it. I mean, one could argue, honestly, I don't see there being enough to even try to file a claim. So as I said, let's just conclude and wrap this up here in a minute. First guy, door knocking, says you got hail damage, let me inspect it, sign here and I'll give you an inspection. They're good, they didn't sign. I don't recall if they said they called another guy or another guy was in the area, but he basically is like me, yeah, maybe a little bit, but not worth it. That's my opinion, not worth it. I really don't see anything else. But I walked pretty much the whole roof and then saw this chalked up. I was like, oh, this would be interesting, and I see it. So there are good, reputable guys out there. Don't rush into it. Just be aware. Be aware. And then, I mean, I don't expect you guys, the homeowners, to go up on your roof. Maybe you see photos. But there's a difference, in most insurance adjusters, CAT adjusters, ladder assist, you're going to be pretty well trained to know. I would much rather give my truthful, honest opinion and then maybe get referrals or work down the road than a job sold now and catch up with me pretty quick, if you know what I mean. So let's do another quick walk over this here real quick, see if we see anything. Now, if you look, if the lighting is right, I saw it, like right down here. You see fiberglass along the edges. It's just an area that's fatigued where you don't have a lot of asphalt going around the whole thing, and mechanical wear, traffic up here knocking those off. But as far as the shingles, I really just don't see much here. So if you do find some, you are going to need to see it on multiple facets or wind damage. I don't see any wind damage here. I don't really have anything here to show you as far as like mat transfer, nails, you know, shingles pulled through the nail, missing shingles. I don't see any of that. I do need to get ready to move because I got more stops to get to yet tonight. This here's probably the only other good piece of evidence, and not that it's damaged, it's old, dry, flaky paint, but it probably did hit, knocking a lot of this off just recently last night. I see no siding damage. I saw one loose piece, I clicked in for him, no big deal. Let's just take a quick look at the soft metal down the gutter top right here. Now, yes, you can use a piece of chalk and you can mark it and you can see a lot better stuff pop up, but honestly, when you get the light right looking at it, I just don't see anything. So, and also downspout right here. So when you go down there and you look at the downspout, typically waist high down, they're gonna exclude for mechanical mowing, rocks flipping into it. So they're gonna look waist high up on that. I don't know if I can maybe even look at it here. But yeah, it's a hell of a stretch, guys. I don't see it. They're out. They're out. They're money hungry. Doing it for you guys. Hopefully you learned something from this. Maybe you might make a better educated decision when you're getting those people hitting your door knocking. again, I got friends out there, people that do that, but they also have a good reputation that keeps them busy. Some of these guys that do this, they reach out to me on YouTube and like, how do you stay busy? Just good quality, truthful, honest work, right? And word gets out. Yeah, it takes years to build it up from nothing. I've done it. Or you get those guys with that dream of knocking on doors, selling all out of roofs, and getting some money. But when there's no hailstorms, they're the first guys to feel it. And there's so many things, guys. I've done this 23 years. I've seen stories, I've heard stories, I've witnessed and experienced this stuff. And if I can save you just to be aware of it, make your own educated decision, I hope that's what this stuff on this channel does. It helps you. So until next time, be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.